This video shows the construction and implementation of a full-size spare tire in a 2023 Toyota Rav4 Prime, which only comes with a donut spare, which I don't really care for those. I hate them, really. So this tire is the same size as stock. It's a Yokohama Geolander, and it's about 3.5 inches taller than the donut spare that came with the car. So what I've done is I've built out of some scrap 2x6 lumber that I had lying around this rim that will be what the new cargo floor rests on, which is right over here. I used the OEM cargo floor as a template and then cut that out of 1/2-inch plywood. So you basically have to start by purchasing a spare tire because you're going to build everything else around that spare tire so that it all fits. And again, this is I got the tire and the wheel rim from America's Tire, and it's very similar to the stock, so it fits exactly the same way. And you get a nice new little storage area in there. I have 2 EV charging cables in there, a 240 volt and a 120 volt, and of course the tire lug wrench, as you can see. So in order to make this all fit, you're going to use 2x6 boards, and you're going to rip them to about between 3.5 and 4 inches. A 2x4 is not tall enough, and a 2x6 is too tall. So you have to use 2x6s and then rip them. And then this piece here, those were 1x6 fence boards that I had lying around scrap. And in order to make this all fit, I had to cut this right there because it can't fit across straight, because as you can see, it's literally touching the tire. So you have to cut it in the middle, and then I used a piece of scrap stainless steel I had as a mending plate, and you can't use like plywood or anything thick in there because then the hatch won't close. So I'm just using a very thin piece of stainless steel sheet metal. And now the other thing I want to note here, let's see if I can show you from the back, is that piece there, and then there's one on the other side. You can see the top of it. Those extend. Oh, I guess you can see it from this angle. They're attached to this board here, and they go down and touch that foam spacer that is in there from the factory to support the back of the spare tire. So what they're for is for support. See, I could put as heavy a thing as you could ever need to put in here, and this is all this rim is resting on various parts of the car back in here, basically where the original cargo floor used to rest against. I now have these pieces of wood. So you start again by purchasing a tire, and you'll need a longer bolt to secure the tire in. The bolt size is 8 millimeter by 1.25 millimeter thread pitch, and you'll need one that's 90 to 100 millimeters long. And then you can bolt your spare tire down. The stock That plastic knob and bolt that came with the car to secure the donut spare, that bolt is not long enough for anything, I guess, except that donut spare. But you can buy them at Lowe's or Home Depot or anywhere. So here's the rim, and then I will mount the. I'll put the cargo floor in, and then you can see what it looks like finished. All right, here's the new cargo floor, which I used the original cargo floor as a template and cut it the new one out of 1/2-inch plywood. So I'm going to paint this, but then that rubber mat that came with the car that says RAV4 on it will rest on top of this just fine. And other than the fact that it's 3.5 inches higher, you're not even going to know that this is down there. That this homemade new cargo floor, because it's all going to be covered by the black rubber mat. So that's it. How to put a real full-size spare tire in your RAV4 Prime if you don't like the idea of these compact donut spares, which I don't. All right, thank you, and have a good day.